Council of Dads, Episode 3. This is going to be a non-spoiler review. There may be certain key points I may mention, but for the most part, I'm going to try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. Also, let me know below in the comment section if you want me to do a spoiler review or a non-spoiler review. You know, if it's a spoiler review, I kind of will wait a couple of days and make sure people watch it and stuff, and then just do my review then. So, let's get into it. Robin is certain key points. Robin is having financial trouble between raising 5 kids and the medical bills that, from her husband. It's a lot. So Larry comes in and basically says that, there's a company that wants to buy the Crab Shack. She's kind of in the middle about it, and on one hand, I feel like there's a lot of memories in that place, and she doesn't want to sell it, but also she needs the money, so it's kind of like 50-50. While that's going on, and I have a hard time trying to get her name right. I think her name is Lutzy or Luddy. The older girl, the older adopted daughter, is writing a paper for, her class about her dad. And she reads out the story to her professor and classmates. And the professor is not really too thrilled about it because pretty much the professor feels like the story is missing some stuff. So throughout the episode, the older daughter pretty much goes on a journey to find out more stuff about her dad's past, the good, the bad, the ugly, pretty much. And just goes from one person and the other person and all her friends, even including her mother, just kind of like get more of a complete story. And while that's going on, Theo is having... Theo is just having issues, He's just pretty much withdrawn. And, his mother pretty much says, like, if he's not at school, he's pretty much just in his room. And that's to be expected between missing his dad and just being a teenager in general. It's just a lot. So Robin asks Oliver, if he can, help Theo out. And so Oliver comes up with an idea, an activity for him to do. And let's just sit there and say that his mother, she's not happy about it. I'll just put it this way, it's not happy about it. So that pretty much goes on throughout the episode. Yeah. Also, well, honestly, tell you to it actually does. It is actually important. Evan is thinking about going back to school, but he also doesn't want to go back to school because he amounts to so much debt that he's like, even if I do get a good job, how long am I actually going to be paying off this debt? So he's thinking about that and he's worried about that. And towards the end, he comes up with an idea that I guess works out for him and his wife, because I feel like his wife wants him to go back to school and feels that a degree is going to be a lot better for him in the long run, but he's kind of like iffy about it. And so I guess he comes up with a compromise that is going to work out for both of them. Yeah. This episode to me was very middle of the road. Very middle of the road. There was some good points. There was some good moments in this episode, and there was some interesting stuff that I will sit there and say that happens to Larry. I'm not gonna say when, but it's some interesting stuff that happens to him. I don't know. I honestly tell you the truth, Larry is my favorite character, personally to me, because he's very straightforward, and if you ask him a question, he's gonna give you an answer, whether you like it or not. Yeah, just this whole episode is very middle of the road. I don't know. This episode had enough interest to make me find out more about the show. I mean, like, going forward a little bit, just to at least get me to the next episode, I would say. But I don't know. Yeah, so that's gonna kind of do it for this recap. Two things, by the way. One of the things I really didn't like about this episode, was the fact that they didn't actually say, I felt like they didn't say the older girl, the black girl. They didn't say her name throughout the entire episode. I felt like they didn't say her name. And I actually rewatched it a little bit. I kind of skimmed through it, but like, I don't remember them actually saying her name once. And I actually had to go to Wikipedia to find out her name. And still, I'm having trouble just pronouncing her damn name. But I don't know. Maybe it's just the third episode. Also, they changed the time of it. It used to be 10 o'clock, and now they changed it to 8 o'clock. And at one point, I was going to watch it at 10 and just try to review it the next day, but it already came on. Also, I just had a hard time actually trying to... This is actually my 7th take trying to do this review. And that's because I felt like this... Here's the thing, my review was going everywhere. And I felt like that because this episode was going everywhere. This all over the fucking place, to be honest. And that's another reason why I probably just didn't really like this episode too much. It was just everywhere. But yeah, that's gonna kind of do it for this recap. Let me know in the comment section if you are still liking the show. Do you watch the show? You know, like, do you like the show or whatever? I mean, I'm assuming you're watching the show. But do you like it so far? Do you not like it? Do you like this episode? Not like it? Just let me know your thoughts on this show in general. And yeah. So that's gonna do it. Have a good day, good night, depending on when you're watching this video. I'm pretty sure I'm probably repeating myself about 5 or 6 times.